Time clock reads 5 years later. Scene opens in living room of Mom and Dad's house. Mom is tidying up. Dad is daydreaming at the table.
Honey, where's the photo album? You know, the one with the boy when he was just a youngster?
It's right there on the top shelf.
Reaching for it, he feels the old age in his back.
I'm getting old.
Oh, nonsense. You're only as old as you feel. Isn't that what you always told the boy?
What?
I said you're only as old as you feel.
Well, I must be ancient then,
Why's that?
because I feel pretty old.
Now don't start that again.
What was that?
Nothing.
I wish you wouldn't mumble so.
Opening the photo album, realizes he can hardly see a thing.
Oh, where are my glasses?
Mom is ready for this and readily hands them to him.
Oh, here they are. Oh, this is just awful. I still can't see.
Having trouble hearing.
Can you turn that up?
It's up as loud as it can go.
What? For God's sake, speak up.
It's up all the way.
I miss my boy, my son. I miss my son.
I know, I miss him too.
Was I really such a bad father?
No.
When did I get so old?
Not again, you're not that old.
I never thought I wouldn't see the pictures. I never thought I wouldn't hear the rhyme. I never thought I wouldn't know the answers. I never thought I'd see anger in his eyes. I'm just a man trying to raise a family, doing the best job that I knew how. Somewhere along the way I lost sight of all the things I know and feel now. Life has a way of moving and changing all the time. Ready or not, there goes another round. Open your mouth and words come out that you wish that you could change, but you're left with the destruction that remains. I wish that I could tell you that I'm sorry. I wish that I could say so many things. There's so many times I know I could have told you to follow your heart, your hopes, and your dreams. So journey on to where life has to take you. Be true to self, be someone else's friend. We'll leave a candle burning in the window. If the winds of change should bring you home again, we'd love to see you home with us again. We'd love to see you home. We'd love to see you home. We'd love to see you home with us again.
Theater fades to black and end of song. Time clock reads 10 years later. Scene opens at a shipyard. Backdrop should be of docks and moored boats. On stage right, we see a small sail shack with a salesman. On stage left, but off stage, is the tree trunk boat, which they refer to and gesture to, but we never see it. Boy is now 60. Boy enters stage left, sees the sales office, and crosses to it.
Hello? Oh, hi.
He is a heavily disguised Rafiko.
Yes, sir. What can I do for you today?
I'm interested in selling my boat. I was hoping you could give me an idea of what it's worth.
Ah,
Going to live one of your favorite days, huh?
What do you mean by that?
Well, the boat owner's two favorite days are the days he buys the boat and the day he sells it.
Well, sir, I can tell you that the day she became a boat was not a very happy one. And this has got to be one of my saddest days ever. Can you just give me a price?
I sure can. I understand. It's like selling a piece of your friend. Which one is she?
She's the one over there, with the engraved heart on the stern.
Fine. Oh, she's a great one. Got a lot of personality in her. Let me just check my book. Why did you decide to sell her?
Well, I'm pretty low on money right now, so I'm hoping to invest a little for the future. Have enough left over to live on for a while. Everyone's got to eat.
Right. Well, I'm pleased to tell you that I can give you $100 for her.
$100? That's it?
Well, the market is depressed right now. Too many boats for sale.
But that won't last me hardly any time at all.
But I can give you cash today. No contracts. I really don't like all that paperwork anyway.
I'll have to think about it.
All right, but don't think too long.
What do you mean?
Well, I can only guarantee the price today.
Then what?
It will almost assuredly be lower tomorrow.
Well, I'm pretty much out of options. You wouldn't be trying to cheat me, would you?
Sir, you have offended me to the core. Why, I am as honest as the day is long. You couldn't have come to a more honest man than I.
Well, I guess I've just got to bite the bullet and do this. Okay. You've got a deal.
Holds out his hand to shake on it.
Great! It's a pleasure doing business with you.
Shakes his hand and gives him the cash.
Have a nice day.
Do take good care of her.
Sure, nothing but the best.
As Rafiqul disappears into the sales office, Boy exits back across stage left. As he does so, he is bumped hard by Livid. While out of the shadows, Eakins grabs his money,
Hey!
and the two harvesters run off in different directions.
Come back here! Help! I've been robbed!
Blackout. Time clock reads 5 years later. Boy is now 65. We see the inside of a decent pub bar. The bar itself is slightly offset to stage left and runs straight from upstage to downstage. Bartender, bottles, and cash register are on stage left of bar. Stool on stage right of bar. There is an entry door on stage right. No other patrons in bar. It is very late and the bartender is cleaning up, ready to close. Boy is looking very haggard. He has no money left, is hungry, thirsty, and very tired. As he enters stage right, he is very much in need of a friend. He is coughing a lot.
What can I do for you? I was just getting ready to close up.
Goes to leave.
I'm sorry.
Wait, I guess I have some time. Come on and have a seat. You look like you could use a break.
Thank you.
Boy crosses and takes a seat at the bar. The barkeep sets out some bread, cheese, and a red apple, pouring him a drink. Neat.
That's all I got this time of night.
Boy waits but obviously wants to take it.
I don't have anything to pay you.
Will you eat already? It's no crime to take what someone's willing to give.
Thank you.
Tries not to, but starts eating ravenously.
If I can ever repay you,
I'm not asking you to repay me. Just pass on the goodwill to someone else who needs it.
I'll do that. If I ever get a chance.
So what's your story? What got you looking like something even the cat wouldn't drag in?
I don't know, really. I lost my wife, my best friend, my money.
Mom or Pop?
Mom loves me, but my dad never understood me. I really have no family or friends, no purpose. No one I could call in at 2 a.m. and go have a beer. I really don't know what I'm doing here. There's no love in my life. What idiotic purpose to this life was there anyway?
Slow down there. People will always hurt you and let you down. But no one ever said life was going to be fair or easy.
My dad made me feel like my whole life was a trivial waste of time, and I'm beginning to think he was right. It's like he just used me as some pawn in his big plan. And he's never going to apologize for that.
I hate to tell you this, friend, but it's up to you to forgive your dad.
How do you figure that? How can I forgive him? I'll never forget what he's done or how he's treated me. All the wasted years. Was it too much just to ask for my own father to love me?
Not at all. I call it the leaves. You may never forget what he's done, but it's a sure bet you'll be the one suffering if you don't leave that pain behind you.
What do you mean? How do I do that?
Can you imagine if a tree never lost its leaves? Soon it would wither and die from carrying all that dead weight around. Your anger and disappointment are like leaves piling up and weighing you down. You can't keep that up and not have it affect you.
That's fine for a tree, but this is my dad we're talking about.
Oh, it doesn't matter who it was or what happened. Holding a grudge is like a drinking poison and expecting the other guy to die.
Wow, that's pretty deep.
Trees have to be pruned, plucked, cut back for the new growth to begin. Sure enough, relationships are the same way, but we have to work all we can to make them right. It takes a lot of love, time, and energy, I know. But the good thing is, almost all things can be made right. With a sincere, I'm sorry. The trick is to know what you're sorry for. The minute you get all uppity about how you've been wronged, and how you're hurt, and how you're waiting for an apology, you've lost sight of what part you've played in the problem. You gotta look deep in yourself to find the root of the problem sometimes.
You sound like that old tree of mine. She always had good advice, which I never followed.
Looking at him like he's crazy.
You lost me. Mind explaining that one?
I don't know if I can. You ever heard of a giving tree?
Only in children's stories. Why?
Well, they're real. I loved one once, and she loved me. All I ever did was hurt her, though, and use her up. I really didn't mean to. I think I got talked into it by these harvester guys. But then I just left her. What kind of person does that make me? So then my dad sold her. They must have ripped her right out of the ground, roots and all. I couldn't even look at her for what I allowed to happen to her.
Are you sure you weren't dreaming all this, or visited by some sort of spirits trying to tell you something?
Do you believe in spirits, or ghosts, or whatever?
Well, the way I see it, everybody thinks we're all evolved and so sophisticated. All high and mighty we are. But I'll ask you this. Does this look like the top of the food chain, sitting in a pub at 3 a.m., drinking spirits, trying to make you forget who you are and where you're at? No, it is true. Man's full of spirit, all right, and it has to come from somewhere. I highly doubt it's from the bottom of a pint.
I'll drink to that.
I think you've had enough. The important thing now is to get you home. Where do you live?
To my parents' house in Nettifon-Drag?
I've got a friend who's setting sail in the morning.
That's on the other side of the world.
You got any better ideas? You can't stay here.
One problem, no money.
Boy, you are a handful. I've got a little saved in the back. It's not much, and it won't be a quick way home, but it'll get you there.
Why would you do that for me?
Boy, someday you've got to learn. We have to demonstrate in our lives what we want others to be like. We have to be the change before anyone is going to follow. I'll be back in a second.
Boy is alone in the bar when Natas, Livid, and Eakins start pounding at the locked door, trying to break it down. Boy hides behind bar, and the barkeep comes out with the money.
What's all the commotion?
They're after me, I think.
What did you do now? Oh, never mind. Here. There's Dawn in the back. Be that changed man.
Thank you.
Boy exits just as the door finally breaks down, and the three harvesters come running in, stopped by the barkeep.
And run, boy! For the love of God, run!
Blackout. Time clock reads 1 year later. We find the boy on an old cargo ship heading home. He is on the deck feeling very confident, possibly cleaning himself up or shaving.
Forces in the universe somehow form a voice, helping us with choices every day, guiding us as we traverse the journeys we must make, filling us with hope to carry on the road I'm on, the road I choose depends upon what I do. I will lead by my history those that follow after me, Very soon I'll be judged by what I leave. So leave your voice to a small child. Leave your hands in the garden soil. Leave your heart to a changed man. Be the changed man in someone's eyes. The road you're on, the road you choose, depends upon what you do. You will lead by your history those that follow after ye. Very soon you'll be judged by what you leave. Only you have the power to change things for the better. Only you can write the music to your song. So gather those together that love you now forever, and take them on the journey to the road you're on.